Matthew McConaughey, a Hollywood icon celebrated for his acting,
It's what we're doing in society now. We're making people persona non grata. You can erase someone's entire existence. Where the heck does some forgiveness go?
has recently stirred controversy by voicing his
I'm listening to rock and roll. Action. And there's the chick. All right, all right, all right.
That's amazing.
3 out of 4.
opinions on free speech, faith, and cancel culture.
This is, I want to stay on topic, but this is where the left misses it for me, just as far as being a marketeer of a political side.
His remarks have left the entertainment world.
I've seen people read the room and go, whoa, that wouldn't bode well for me in the future. If for getting a job or getting votes or what have you.
World divided, sparking debates about Hollywood's treatment of differing perspectives. McConaughey's decision to openly thank God during awards ceremonies has been particularly polarizing. In an industry that often sidesteps religious discussions, especially Christianity, his gratitude stood out as a bold move. Hollywood, known for its liberal
First off, I want to thank God, because that's who I look up to. He's graced my life with opportunities.
leanings, rarely embraces conservative viewpoints, making McConaughey's public expression of faith a significant.
And in that way, I mean, it's a verb.
Right.
It's about, taking a day at a time, but having the big picture in mind. It's about and instead of or. It's about rights instead of rules. It's give a direction.
Narrow representation.
But McConaughey didn't stop there.
But McConaughey
in interviews,
didn't
he has
stop
criticized the
He's spoken
industry's
out about
narrow
Hollywood.
representation.
Moments where I was on stage receiving an award in front of my peers in Hollywood. And there were people in the crowd that I have prayed with before dinners many times. And when I thank God, I saw some of those people go to clap, but then notice that, well, it's going to be a bad thing on my resume, and then sit back on their hands.
Of free speech and religious beliefs, calling out the tendency to dismiss values that don't align with mainstream progressive ideologies. He argues that open dialogue and the inclusion of diverse perspectives are essential for cultural growth, and silencing dissenting voices only stifles progress. Unsurprisingly, his stance hasn't gone unnoticed. Some Hollywood figures like Woody Harrelson and Kate Hudson have backed his right to express himself, emphasizing,
You got a joint?
No, not on me, man.
the importance of protecting free speech, even when opinions differ. Others, however, remain critical, accusing McConaughey of challenging the status quo for personal gain.
He's spoken out
In an
against
entertainment
It's what we're doing in society now. We're making people persona non grata. You can erase someone's entire existence. Where the heck does some forgiveness go?
landscape where discussing faith can be as controversial as a box office failure, McConaughey's outspoken beliefs have sparked a broader conversation.
No, I just, this country seems so divided, beautiful, ugly, black, white, blue, red. I love everybody. Maybe because I'm a redneck hippie.
About Hollywood's values. Whether praised or criticized, his daring stance highlights the tension between artistic freedom and
Yeah, I'll buy it. I'll buy Half Brother.
societal expectations in the industry. Woody Harrelson, a longtime friend of Matthew McConaughey, publicly defended the actor on social media, praising his courage.
What's the crime rate? What's the divorce rate? What's the rate of how happy our employers are? Can we have a place where businesses also have the same values that Austin, Texas has businesses that have the highest rate of happiness?
To speak up. Harrelson stated it was high time someone addressed these issues.
Do you think you could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun? One thing about if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Okay,
To give you a direct statement right there.
But not everyone in Hollywood shared his sentiment. Critics argue that McConaughey's views are outdated and risk undermining social progress. This controversy isn't just about politics, it's a deeper debate about the true meaning of inclusivity. McConaughey's actions have spotlighted
I've seen people read the room and go, whoa, that wouldn't bode well for me in the future. If for getting a job or getting votes or what have you. I have seen that. I've witnessed that. I don't judge him for it. I just wish, that it seems like a silly argument.
broader societal conflict, a clash of values. Hollywood often champions progressive causes like social equality and environmentalism. However, McConaughey's critiques suggest this progressive mindset sometimes excludes conservative and Christian perspectives. His stance raises a pointed question. Is Hollywood as inclusive as it claims to be? The Texan actor...
And I'll be surrounded by a lot of these people. So I was wondering if you had any advice for me going into arguably the most liberally dominated industry in the country.
My first bit of advice, if you want to have success in Hollywood, I'd lose the shirt. I would not wear that shirt to your first film set.
Argues that genuine inclusivity isn't just about appearances, but about embracing diverse voices and views.
At the very end of it, they go, so we don't let those criminal bastards get backing off. And you're going, whoa. You're like, no, don't say the last part. You lost 50% of your audience. And that's, part of why so much of the nation of that 50% looks at us in Hollywood as like going, oh, yeah. Another celebrity over there on the West Coasters and the elite in the Northeast.
Points. McConaughey believes free speech is essential for a healthy democracy, warning that cancel culture threatens this fundamental freedom. In a time when every word is scrutinized and backlash can follow even the slightest misstep, McConaughey's defiance stands out as both risky and commendable. The impact of McConaughey's boldness remains uncertain. Will his stance pave the way for a more open Hollywood, where varying ideologies are truly welcomed? Or will he find himself in...
So the consideration of any issue relating to free speech is my passionate belief that the second most precious thing in life is the right to express yourself.
Increasingly isolated amidst strong opposition. While the answers remain unclear, McConaughey's unwavering stance has ignited an important conversation.
I can relate to a lot of people on the right of going, well, you dare me? It's like this COVID thing. It's like, I had to go, whoa, this enemy doesn't want hand-to-hand combat.
About the state of free speech in the entertainment industry. His actions remind us that supporting free expression requires courage, and he's not backing down. Perhaps we shouldn't either. Have you ever...
Christian actors oftentimes face an enormous amount of criticism. Sometimes they're even ostracized within the industry simply because they have a faith or they won't violate their faith. And still yet others find a way to navigate their faith in a culture, in an industry that is full of greed, violence, and sexuality.
Ever imagined that saying a simple thank you could spark widespread controversy? That's exactly what Matthew McConaughey did, igniting debates about Hollywood's true stance on inclusivity. Hollywood is often associated with liberal...
Throw somebody's, illegitimize them because they say they are a believer. It's just so arrogant, and in some ways hypocritical to me.
Ideologies, championing progressive and secular principles. The industry emphasizes diversity regarding race, gender, and sexuality, but appears less open to diverse political and religious opinions, particularly those that are conservative or Christian. McConaughey's open expression of his religious...
He pulls in this abandoned single-story strip mall. Broken glass, graffiti. We pull around back, there's dumpsters, hanging, fallen power lines, and there's a white van down there that flashes his lights at us as soon as we arrive. This is Chicago John. He gets out, I look out the window, this little guy gets out of the van, he's in a black leather jacket, he's bald, he's got a big pouch, and he goes around the back of his van and he opens it up and there's...
Beliefs and conservative views sets him apart, shedding light on a critical issue, the exclusion of certain perspectives in an industry that prides itself on inclusivity. This raises a significant question. Can Hollywood truly call itself inclusive if it disregards specific beliefs? Celebrities wield immense influence over public discourse, and when figures like McConaughey...
A choice now. He's our president. And it's very dynamic and as divisive of an inauguration in time that we've ever had. At the same time, it's time for us to embrace, shake hands with this fact, and be constructive with him over the next 4 years. So anyone, even those who most strongly may disagree with his principles or things he's said and done, which is another thing. We'll see what he does compared to what he had said. No matter how much you even disagreed along the way, it's time to think about how constructive can you be, because he's our president for the next 4 years, at least, president of the United States.
Speak out, they spark conversations that might otherwise remain unspoken. His remarks challenge Hollywood to reevaluate its willingness to embrace differing viewpoints. However, defying the status quo comes with risks, especially in an era dominated by cancel culture. McConaughey's decision to voice his opinions underscores his commitment to his values and the importance of free speech. His actions push Hollywood into a pivotal moment, forcing the industry to decide whether it genuinely supports the diversity it frequently champions. Will Hollywood broaden its acceptance of differing ideologies, or will it cling to its established norms? McConaughey's stance has brought these questions to the forefront, compelling the entertainment world to confront its principles. The outcome could redefine the industry's approach to inclusivity and freedom of expression. Matthew McConaughey's recent actions have sparked a wide-ranging debate. On one hand, he's ignited critical conversations about free speech and the role of celebrities in expressing their beliefs. On the other, he's facing backlash from critics who consider his views outdated. This controversy reflects a broader issue in America, where faith, politics, and social values frequently clash. McConaughey's bold stance represents a small but significant piece of this larger societal debate, highlighting deep divisions within the country.
Hi.
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 Andy Anderson.
Benjamin Barry.
Cute.
Thank you.
I meant your name.
Thank you 2 times.
McConaughey's
Will
actions
his
have
actions
undeniably
lead to
sparked a
meaningful
crucial
change?
conversation
One
about
thing
the
is
real
certain,
meaning of
the
diversity
conversation
and free
about
speech.
diverse opinions in Hollywood is far from over. His decision to speak out has inspired others to raise their voices, potentially paving the way for a more inclusive and open entertainment industry.
In the entertainment
However,
industry,
true
while
change
it's
requires
uncertain
more
whether
than
this
one
will lead
person
to
taking a
lasting
stand.
change,
It
his bold-
demands a collective effort to embrace differing perspectives. Hollywood now has an opportunity to redefine inclusivity, extending beyond race and gender to encompass a diversity of
Boldness in
ideas and
speaking up
beliefs.
is undeniably a step
McConaughey's
forward.
actions
What's
remind us
your
that
take
real
on this?
diversity
Do you
means
believe
accepting
McConaughey
all
is a genuine
viewpoints,
advocate?
even those that challenge the status quo. But will his courageous move leave a lasting mark on Hollywood? That remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that his defiance
For
has
free
sparked
speech,
a
or do you
necessary
think he's missing
dialogue
the
about
point?
the true
Let us know
meaning
your
of
thoughts in the
diversity and
comments,
free speech in the entertainment world. As Hollywood faces this pivotal moment, it has the chance to lead by example, demonstrating that inclusivity can and should include all voices. Whether McConaughey's stance will drive
sure to
long-term
like and
change or
subscribe
fade
for
into
more updates on
controversy
Hollywood's
is yet to be
latest news.
seen, but his boldness has undeniably pushed the conversation forward.